then she has her schedule. You know, she became head coach.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know?
No.
There's a TV today.
Yes, I can't understand this. But you have to. Can you show me something?
Yeah.
I mean, one of these.
Yeah.
After practice, we have some time to drink a coffee together. Can you send me? Show me.
영상 보고 싶어.
No.
Really interesting.
Yes.
화성이 안 가가지고.
모를 수도 있어.
Find some clips, or did you search something, or did you text Yaki?
Not yet, because I don't want. So it's something that that big surprise for me, to be honest, that I don't want to waste this surprise in a moment, like in a hurry. And now these are very busy days for me, but I can't wait that I have a little time to spend a good hour to check, to watch, to find out something before writing something to Yeon-koung, and but it's something that I really want to do. So as soon as I have a little hour free, I will do it for sure, because I was super surprised about it. You should improve in general the level of your players, and Yaki, the memory also of Yaki as a player can be a good example, because Yaki have been a player with some physical condition together with great technical condition in an era there were not so many physical players, and in particular there were not so many physical players with great technical condition. Nowadays is different. Nowadays you start to understand easily, watching the top level, how much the physical condition is important, and not only we find many athletes with great physical condition, but as well they start to approach really much more to Yaki conditions. So if in the past Korean players, the other Korean players, the average physically Korean players, they could be competitive thanks to the technique only, now we should think also about the physical condition in the selection of our player, of the players that we invest on to make them grow technically. That doesn't mean that players without a big physical condition, they cannot play, but to play top level, they should be amazing technically. It's not enough to be much better than the bigger ones in terms of physical condition, because nowadays the bigger ones, they are also good technically. So on both the ways, I think that Korea has to focus to make the players developing, finding and working to find the ones that they can have better physical conditions, but then also we still think about the Koreans. So the Koreans' average is not the Russian average, but also the Italian average is not like this. And so you have to find the correct mix between investing on some players that they can have physical condition, but at the same time keeping your own characteristic, that is trying to be as perfect as possible from a technical point of view. 10-15 years ago there were no players like Kim Young-koung. She was unique, and being unique made her, let's say, special. Nowadays there are many more players similar to Kim Young-koung, and so to be honest, what makes her super special is that even nowadays she could compete with the ones that are playing right now, because she was really extraordinary from this point of view, but was unique. Now players like her start to be little more. Since I knew and I work with her, I have to add that it was not only physical condition and technical condition, because together with this, in this mix, you have to add also the character of Yeon-koung, the leadership, the mental strength. So she had really the intelligence. She had really. So we put together in one single player that many excellent characteristics that made her unique.
Do you think that we can find the next Yaki?
It's not something that you can build. It's something that you found, and it has been a pleasure that she raised in Korea, and she's Korean. I don't think you have to keep living with this kind of pressure of finding somebody as Kim Young-yeon. But on the example of Kim Young-yeon, you have to look for all that characteristic, or to develop all the characteristic that she had that could be developed in the players that you have. And this is the great advantage, is that you had Kim Young-yeon in your country, among your people, let's say. And so you have this example very close, this example very easy also to get, because it's your culture, a player that is one like you, one of you, and but I don't think you have to follow this searching another Kim Young-yeon. You just have to find what, thanks God, in Kim Young-yeon you could have close next to you and see that it works, that is good, that can make us being stronger, and try to cultivate it in the players that you have.
As a Korean women's national team head coach, that you think, oh, I could have done this better?
Every day, of course. Of course, our job is like this. Yes, because you know, every time you think a lot, you try to manage the things as best as you can, but then you are never satisfied. You always think that you could do something better. In terms of results, at the Olympics, I don't think we could do better than this. This is very, very, very difficult. We already achieved something amazing, let's say. But, you know, daily, of course, every time, at the end of the day, you think that you could do even better something. And so. But, honestly, I don't have regrets, because I think I dedicate my 100% when I was working with the Korean national team, and it has been easy enough because there were many people surrounding, trying to do their best together with me, and so that was a pleasure more than a job. But other than this, you know, I'm pretty sure that I dedicated my 100% and I don't have any regrets. Then, as I said, every day I think I could do better.
Can you send out a short message supporting Korean volleyball?
You know, for what we experience together, for what we live together, is always something. I think there will always be a little part of my heart in Korea, because, you know, it was that important and that meaningful and that full of emotions. What I lived there, that is like I will always care about seeing Korea, let's say, succeeding. They go on the way of becoming true. Let's say, I wish for sure all the best to the Korean volleyball players, to the Korean volleyball movement. It's like you can find a way and the strength to keep developing and reaching the level that you can reach. But in particular also for the Korean people to be healthy, happy, and to have really good time and good satisfaction.